us to continue our series on building a better business, looking at creating a business culture and some of the pitfalls. Every year millions of dollars are spent by organisations in developing a good culture within their workplace. And it is important to have that good workplace culture because after all we spend most of our lives working in our work environment. And as business owners we have a certain obligation from a safety aspect to try and create a good, safe working environment for our employees. And we're also taught that this improves productivity because a satisfied person will work a little bit harder and a lot more effectively than what they will if they've got issues and that going on around them. So good productivity is something that all business owners are very interested in, I'm sure. However, there is an area that I feel is of great concern in the business place. And that is something which can really damage and destroy your business culture if it gets hold. Now, I refer to the devastation and grievous injury caused by the misuse and abuse of a weapon that we all have, and that is our tongue. Most of us have observed situations in a workplace environment where perhaps a manager or even the principal has berated a staff member in front of other people. Some of us would have overheard discussions spiralling out of control between different staff members that end up with a disagreement and a series of harsh and disparaging comments from one to another. And thanks to technology these days, it doesn't stop there because it has now expanded into the virtual realm. In haste, people can create some very mean-spirited emails, texts, and even tweeting comments that really hurt and create animosity within the marketplace and within, of course, our work office. We so often find ourselves inclined to share pieces of our mind which we can ill afford to lose via all these different social media outlets. Of course, the problem's hardly new. It's been around for ages, well before the internet and texting and tweeting. President Harry Truman, the US President, recognised the damage caused by hostile communications, and so he set himself up a process to overcome that. He established a personal rule that if he was sending out a letter written in anger, he would leave it on his desk for 24 hours before being posted. And that was his rule. If after 24 hours he came back and he still felt that it was appropriate to send the letter, he would send it. Many times he would rewrite it and soften the words that he used. But it was only after this cooling off period, if his thoughts had not changed, that he would then send that letter out. It is said that by the end of his life, Truman had accumulated enough angry letters to fill a large desk drawer. To protect ourselves, employment contracts, policy manuals should include a section that covers the disparaging and unacceptable behaviour of staff within the workplace, including texting and emails, so that it is not tolerated and staff understand that it will be dealt with seriously. Perhaps we can start to implement a cooling off period before we send any heated text or communication to anyone. That way we have the opportunity to think about what we're saying, reword the letter or the text or the email, and encourage others also in our organisation to do likewise. You may go a long way towards strengthening the type of business culture you have and what you are developing within your business organisation. I hope this tip has been helpful, and thank you for listening. It's been Chris Goodway from Rent Roll Broker. Until next time, thank you and goodbye.